Okay.
Now, when she blocked Mr. Herring's vehicle, and did she block it in a way where she was able to go around her? He was able to go around her vehicle and get away? No, I don't believe he could have backed up and then been able to go around her, especially without hitting her, since she was to the front of his window on the driver's side.
This is a reason why I like to watch this stuff not live, so I can fast forward through the BS, because I gotta upload my commentary that I did yesterday about this case. I'm still catching up on content, right? And I'm seeing this witness here testify. The lady, with the black shirt, I think it's a gray sweater, and she had braids or either locks, right? Great composure. Horrible witness. But before we get into that, the attorney. Actually, I'm not even ready to talk about the witness yet because I haven't finished watching the testimony. But this attorney, I don't believe his stroke was real. I don't believe his stroke, and that's my opinion, right? Now, a guy like him, I can see, it's possible that he had a stroke. It can happen to anybody, right? That's possible. And yeah, we saw him land up in a hospital, but, that doesn't mean he had a stroke, okay? Maybe his doctor did tell the court he had a stroke. Does that make it true? I mean, do we have any actual medical proof that this dude, listen, from what I've seen, in my opinion, this guy is one of the worst attorneys there could be. I mean, he's an attorney, so, I haven't looked him up yet. He's supposed to have an office in Clayton County, but he's not presiding, but he's in the defense on this case. So clearly he's an attorney. And I have to say that because I see him doing a lot of stuff, and I was expecting this. I expected this to be a circus. But what I also had concerns about, which is what I stated in my previous commentary that I've yet to upload, is that I didn't have too much faith in the prosecution. When I listened to their opening statements, he really is not that much worse than the prosecution. And I know that's not what y'all want to hear, because we won't have the Payne to get the maximum for what she's done. But the prosecution could be better. I'm not sure what is going on with them, but I don't feel that they're how can I say, maybe not aggressive enough, but it's not even, to me, I don't want to use that word aggression, because it's just doing your job. Everybody is letting this guy get away with too much, and that's what he wanted. I don't think it's going to last forever. I hope it doesn't. And at some point, the judge gets him. But will it be too late? Because everything that the jury hears that isn't immediately stricken, even if it's immediately stricken, we all know once it's heard, then it's going to be a factor. And just like, later on, a witness's account can be screwed because you're going off memory, and memory is a joke. You can tell the defense all you want. Don't disregard this, disregard that. But we can't control what happens in their thinking when they're deliberating. Why do they want us to disregard it? Because it's probably relevant. I'm going to keep it whether they say it out loud or not, right? Or they may try to disregard it, but it's in the subconscious. We already know how that works. This guy is getting away with too much. And this was his full intentions when he chose to do what he did to get rid of the judge. Now, I wish the judge hadn't recused herself, because I don't think that he had any grounds for her to recuse herself. His complaint was that she was being discriminative against his client. This judge did not have an issue with his client. She had an issue with his professionalism or lack thereof. She made that clear. She even advised Hannah Payne to get herself another attorney because she deserves proper representation. But he chose to make a vague and untrue complaint. And she stepped off the case. Now, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I can speculate that the judge found it would be in her best interest to just go ahead and recuse herself. That was warning shot number 1 for me. And I saw it as a stunt for this guy to get a more sweet and lenient judge so that he can get away with his circus act long enough to make an impression on the jury. Because at the end of the day, it kind of does run off emotions because jurors are less professional. They are average people just like you and I. And so some of their convictions or decisions, rather, is going to be based off their emotions, right? However, this guy is trying to, he's trying to basically win off discreditation. Don't be surprised if he tries and file for a mistrial. I see that coming. He's trying to lay the groundwork for this, in my opinion. He's trying to say nothing is factual, nothing is proven, everything is misconstrued. People say this and then they're saying that, and he's getting away with it. Now, I'm going to tell you several things I see wrong here, and I'm pretty sure there's more. I do think the judge will probably, and I'm saying probably because everybody just sitting there and is really bothering me. But she'll probably catch on to him and she'll probably call him out. She'll probably reprimand him. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that other judges gone for a reason. Just like she had, because if you think about it, she said the guy had a stroke. It was reported to her that he had a stroke, but he didn't report it appropriately. They had trial set to start. This isn't the first delay. It isn't his first time missing court. Why is he so unprofessional? I know a lot of people are joking on him about certain habits they could have, but where are they getting these jokes and assumptions from? Something is giving, right? Okay. The judge said he needs to be held in contempt of court, and she was going to advise? I don't know, but it sounded like he was about to be in a whole lot of trouble and they was about to start looking into him and his actions and why was he being so disrespectful to the courts. Then he files a complaint and she recuses herself. Why would she say that if there were multiple things about this guy that are slimy? Well, okay, you could be slimy as a lawyer, right? But it's unprofessional, and he's not following the court's dictions. Even if he had a stroke, he or his staff or I don't care if it's his wife, somebody has the authority to alert the courts and don't just let everybody show up for trial. Okay? It's so many cases that are backed up, and this costs taxpayers' money. There was even a traffic ticket I was challenging at one time, and they wanted to stand their ground. You know, they want to get money, they want to run your points up, they want to put stuff on your record. Hey, come on, let's go to trial because I'm standing on mine. At the end of the day, it may have taken 2 days of back and forth, but they folded. They didn't want to go to trial. They said it was going to cost the state too much money to go to trial because I don't want to do what everybody does when they come in that traffic court. Yes, okay, Yana, pay this, points, raise insurance, you guilty. And, a lot of people might be guilty, but I know I wasn't. He wasted a lot of taxpayers' money, had everybody sitting there waiting for this case to go to trial. This woman was already backlogged on a lot of cases that you can look it up, see how many cases there was. Why would he not have anybody inform the courts when he knew he had a trial date? His staff knew he had a trial date. He's a professional. He got clients and, work to do. Like show up to court for a trial. They're supposed to go into his roster and be like, oh, Mr. So-and-so is going to have to reschedule, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Your Honor, he's not going to make it to court. Not the first time. Now, look at all that he's doing. The lies. I can't even count the number of outright lies. He doesn't even try to hide his lies. He just lies. There is something very sloppy about this guy. Something very sloppy about this guy that leads me to believe that if there was an investigation done, they're not going to find anything good, and he could and probably will be disbarred. How it's going to turn out in this trial, I don't know, but it's concerning to me because I feel like this woman might have a shot at getting off. Not might, she does. She got a good shot. Now, that's why I say forget the emotions, because everybody wants her to pay. We can want all we want, but look at what's happening here. Look at what's happening. This guy is getting away with pretty much any and everything that he wants, and nobody is saying anything. Listen to his opening statement again and count the number of lies. Outright lies. Outright lies. Now, right here at this point in time that I paused it on, he said that this woman said that Mr. Henry could have backed up when Hannah Payne got out her truck to his truck, her Jeep to his truck, and confronted him. He is now, I understand that lawyers get the opportunity to ask witnesses certain questions and repetitively to try and confuse them and get them to say something different than that first time. They have that right to do so, but at some point it is badgering the witness, is asked and answered, and we must move on. They allow him to do, that's his courtroom. So he says that she said that before. You know what he was expecting? He was expecting her to say, well, if he's sure, then, I don't think I said it, but he's insisting that I said it. So I guess I did. That's what he's hoping for. Then he says, rent it back. Still hoping that she like, I don't want her to run it back and play me out like that. Okay, dude, maybe I did. But, I don't think like this is what they're supposed to do. Try and confuse them. But I am 100% certain that this guy absolutely knew. And he over there taking notes like crazy. He absolutely knew that woman did not say that. He was hoping that tactic would get her to say, because the more things that she's not credible on, and she's not a credible witness in my opinion, then the more her testimony is not going to be helpful. Okay, it's going to be disregarded completely by the time he's done. Now the judge goes back. Oh great, we got a commercial. That's wonderful.
You're saying that she was at the front side of his window, correct?
Yes.
Okay, but you said she jumped in his window.
Okay.
How could she have jumped in his window and been in the front of his window?
This is what, listen.
She was at his driver's door. Just want to be clear. She was at his driver's
door. I don't know what's going on with the prosecution. I see more than one person here. So, okay, you got a team, you got a staff, y'all got a budget, right? When you preparing who did they prepare for the witness stand? No. Key Sweat, what'd you say? Nobody, baby? Because does she look like she's a prepared witness? No, not at all. This woman had her testimony is incredible. I know y'all feel okay a certain way, and Hannah Payne should go away, go bye for life for what she did. But this is not good. It is not good at all. This woman, I don't even know if the questioning from the prosecution, let's start there. The woman lied. Well, okay, I'm not going to say she lied. I'm going to say she stated one thing and then she stated another. And the prosecution did not think quick on her feet to clean that up at all. She let that rock. And Joe Pesci here so far has not touched on that. Probably because he had a strategy and he's focused on his strategy, but that's something else he can point out. And maybe he will. I'm not sure. But when the prosecution asked this woman, did Mr. Herring hit Hannah's car? She said, no, he didn't hit it at all. Then she said he hit her car. When she said he hit her car, the prosecution was like, so after he hit her, okay, are you just here because it's your job? Like, what's going on? I'm not sure. I'm confused and not happy about it. Do you even have something you're trying to establish here at this point? I'm questioning the entire thing. Okay, are y'all, is sis in the back behind Joe while she rolling her eyes and doing all kind of stuff? Girl, don't roll your eyes. Do your work. Be some competition for this dude. Like, I don't understand. You tired of coming to work? You want something else to do? You want to knit, sew? I don't know. Join. Go, because y'all not even trying. They not even trying. This attorney or prosecutor, whomever she is, who did the original testimony, it sucked. It sucked. So while this guy is up there, they should have been saying some objections to some of the things that he's done, and they're not. He gets to do what she said one objection to him, and it was a good one, if there ever was a time, and that's when he went up there to talk to the witness, to whisper to the witness, and she should have challenged it more and asked the judge to get on him. She is not aggressive with this guy. Everybody is under some spell, because I'm really trying to figure out what are we looking at? What's really happening here? You mean to tell me Joe Pesci is gonna get this girl off of these charges? Because it's happening. In case y'all aren't paying attention, it's happening. He is horrible as an attorney. He is. But this is going to be the highlight of his life. And Clayton County, y'all going to be the laughing stock. You're going to be the laughing stock because you're losing to this guy. You're losing to this guy because is something in the water? Because you're just sitting back and letting it happen. Like, he slipped y'all something? Everybody. The judge is quiet as a mouse. However, it's more so on the prosecution to even give the judge a reason. Because if the prosecution ain't gonna say nothing to the judge, unless he's just being outright, and the prosecution needs to speak up. When he went up there and he talked to that woman, and we're gonna show that part too. The prosecution should have asked the judge to make this a big deal and to let him know we're not having it. Don't do it again. And probably instructed the witness, just like she does the jury, to disregard what he is saying. Even if she don't instruct the witness to disregard, them making a big deal out of it gives that witness time enough to say, he trying to trick me into saying and thinking what he's trying to imply instead of what I've already said. Because clearly the asking 20,000 times is not being as effective as he would like. So he literally walks up to this lady, gives her a picture of the scene, and tells her what to say. He literally coerced the witness that's not even his witness. And it worked. Everybody sat back and let it work. She let it work. She knew he was trying to trip her up, but hey, she's not a professional witness. But nobody said anything. The judge knows he knows better than what he's doing. The judge knows what he's doing. This is why he wanted to get rid of the other judge. 100%. Watch this, dude. Watch this.
Jump in the window, correct?
Not at the time.
Okay. And you said that you were at the side of the vehicle, the side of the Jeep or the side of the truck?
The side of the truck. Since they're in the same lane, both of them.
Go ahead first, you can hear.
Yeah.
Don't even look at him.
They
Just
were in the same lane. Is that a lane right there?
look at his face. He knows this is his courtroom. He getting away with it. He doing whatever he want to do. He got this. And everybody that get up there better be good or he got you too. Because he going to do this with everybody. He going to discredit every witness one by one. Even if it's BS. Because you can tell. Like, say for instance with her. Some of the things she feels pretty sure about. But he's making her doubt everything she's ever said. He shouldn't be able to do that. And I'm not just saying by objections, but because, I mean, again, he's allowed to try, right? She should be like, yeah, I see you, bro. Nah, you can ask 1,000 times. Like, that's what they do. But this woman, I'm going to be honest with y'all. She didn't seem credible before he crossed her. Not only did she stand in, he didn't hit her and switched it to he did hit her truck. Regardless of how the alleged him hitting the truck happened, it's the fact that she was short. You could go back and look. When she said he did not hit her truck, she said it with certainty, and her head movements, facial expressions, voice tone, and everything. But then she later on was saying it seemed like she wasn't mentally completely there. Like she was spaced out. Like maybe she was thinking about lunch or, what color to paint her nails tomorrow. Or maybe, what she probably was going to say if I don't know. But she was not focused. It seems like they did no going over this testimony with this woman at all. Not even a bit. Just, okay, we going to court tomorrow. You ready? Yeah, I'm ready. And that's it. She sounded unsure of her testimony when she first gave it. I don't know what y'all are seeing because in this court TV comment section, like y'all, she did a wonderful job. Her mama should wait. What? Okay. Well, slow down now. Slow down because she's not a credible witness. And if you don't think so, good. You don't have to think so. He's about to legally discredit her. I mean, in fact, from what I've seen already, he already has. Because he's gotten her to change her testimony so many times, which she had already done. So all he has to do was make it legal request, and it's done. It can't. The prosecution is not stopping him from anything he's doing. She's not approaching the bench. She's not going on a break to, talk about this, to get him straight, to get with the witness and be like, hey, girl, hold up, time out. You don't see what he's doing? And you playing right into it? She's not trying anything at all. Now, we already saw when he was lying, hoping that she would fall for that lie and saying that, she said something that she didn't say. And then we had to wait and they had to pull it up and the judge had to read it. And it said exactly what we heard she said. But this was the major problem right here to where I know it's just watch him and watch all the things that he gonna be doing and they all gonna be slimy. This guy does not care and is working for him. So why should he care? Hold on.
Not space at the time with the other cars around when this did happen.
So you're saying that you agree that is the end result of the two vehicles, correct?
Yes, I can see right here.
Okay, so this guy wants to say, the man could have backed out and left. I mean, you could back out and leave. Feel confident about doing that when somebody is at your window with a gun, but that's what he's trying to say. She's not okay with that. So he brings her a picture and she's like, well, I mean, he's like, oh, you telling me he couldn't back out. He had no way to get out. And she like, there was a lot. She was good on that one, right? This is not a clear representation of what was going on that day. I already told you it was a lot of traffic. I'm going to go film that spot, y'all. I'm going to go film that spot. And it's always busy. I'm going to film that spot. It's right at the highway, and it's right at the airport. So come on, you already know. Hotels, everything. She said, well, there was a bunch of cars here. This picture does not clearly, depict what was at the time. Okay, that didn't work. Everything he keeps trying doesn't work. So he goes up to her again, and he literally tells her, and we can hear him whispering this. And the judge, the prosecution, says nothing. Oh, she objected? That she didn't say nothing. It should have been more than an objection. That should have been his warning that, oh, you thought I was going to be one of those judges you can walk all over? You better cut it out. This is your warning. When is he going to get his warning? When it's too late? Because she got to warn him before anything. He got to just keep doing it before something happens. He hasn't even been warned yet. The prosecution seems totally unbothered. I don't know what she over there doing, but honey, you didn't get your case together before court? Because what's all, I don't know. Maybe she's trying to take notes, but I think she should be paying attention to what's going on. Take notes in your head. How about that? Because it seemed like everybody just checking out. But he over there scribbling notes, and it's working for him. Okay, I can get her here. I could do that. I see this her personality type. Oh, all I got to do is blah, blah, blah. And this is my tactic. Because basically he's trying to get an acquittal, a mistrial, or, not guilty because y'all evidence sucks. Which one is it going to be, y'all? Huh? Which one is it going to be? You tell me I'm lying.
You're telling me that there was a car on the right side of the truck?
The left side
Okay.
of the truck.
All right, if you could have...
See,
If I may correct you.
before when this woman was testifying, when she was testifying with the prosecution, it sounded like she was trying to give the answers that she felt like were going to be either the best answers or the proper answers. You can tell that that's what she's doing. It's more evident even so now, because as he is trying to trip her up, now she's like, oh, he's insisting on this, so maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it may appear to people that I'm a little slow because I can't even tell what side it was supposed to be on. I mean, starting out, it just didn't look... it just didn't look good. It didn't... at the very beginning of her testimony, it didn't look like she went over this testimony with anybody at all. She couldn't even... Oh, are you familiar with the area? I mean, it's just... Let's just start there and just go all the way down. It was a horrible testimony. Horrible. She didn't seem credible at all. He got her questioning whether or not I don't know what she's thinking, but you can tell by her demeanor, she's like, oh, should I be saying something different? Because if he trying to make it seem like I don't know what I'm talking about, or I don't know left from right, or I'm outright lying, then maybe I need to see which side it should be so I can give that answer, because that would be the right answer. And this the bombshell. They ain't no way they gonna use her testimony. Ain't no way. Look.
Come in this way. Yeah. Right side.
See? This is a problem. This is a problem. I don't know how many witnesses they have and how this is going to go with the other witnesses, but I mean, I'm not even a prosecutor, and I say, let me take a stab at it. I'm pretty sure plenty of other people would do a better job than this. But to just sit here and let this lady go after the way this is crazy. This is crazy. This dude literally walked up to her and coerced her in court. He should be held in contempt This is a violation. He can't even do this with his own witness, but he did it with a witness against his client, and they let it happen. The prosecution, did you hear an objection? Did you hear an objection? Because I didn't hear one. All she said was he need to speak up so everybody can hear. What? Her and the judge should have been all over this dude right now. And this woman is sitting here probably thinking in her head, am I giving the right answers? To not even be paying attention to the fact that this dude he got you. He got you. This part right here, I can't even.
Traffic, and we don't see any other cars here. There was not space at the time with the other cars around when this did happen.
So you're saying that you agree that is the end result of the two vehicles, correct?
Yes, I can see it right here.
And you're telling me that there was a car on the right side of the truck?
See.
The left side.
Okay, that was good. That was good. He tried but failed. Here we go. Here we go.
If I may approach you. Yeah. So, if you like to come this way. Come in this way.
Yeah.
Right side.
I'll
speak loud.
And so I can hear, please.
And this is crazy. I can't even get over this. Can we file a complaint at this point? Because this is happening live. It's not in the past. You know, it was yesterday, day 4. I'm not sure. But this case is ongoing right now. I don't understand how anybody can sit back and watch this happen. He didn't even see. This is how you know he feels as a kid. I knew it when I seen him. I knew it when he tried to get the other judge out of there so he can do what he doing. And I know she's sitting back like, this is exactly what I knew was gonna happen. And he getting away with it. Because y'all like this judge. You like the way she talks and everything. Well, maybe the other judge was necessary. Just maybe. Just maybe. I mean, another prosecution, more competent prosecution would help. But how in the world? This dude is no good in heck well. That's not what happened.
As in the flow of traffic right there, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That would be the right side of the truck, correct?
Yes.
All right, was there any cars on the right
See?
side of that truck?
Then come on, let's rewind this again. Because this, you tell me.
And you're telling me that there was a car on the right side of the truck?
The left side
Okay.
of the truck.
All right, if you could look at I'm sorry. If I may approach you. Yeah. So,
If I may approach, after he already approached him.
come in this way.
Yeah.
Right side. I'll speak loud.
And so I can hear, please.
So, as you see the
He know he already got away with it.
right there, correct?
I'll speak loud.
Yes.
Come on, y'all.
Right.
Yes.
All right, was there any
Look,
cars
she
on the
agreeing to
right
what
side
he's
of that truck?
saying.
At the time this happened, yes.
Why would there be a car on the right side of that
Boom. Face.
truck? Is that
Face.
like merging into the other
Face.
lane? Why would there be a car on the other side of the truck?
She like, oh, you duh. No. You let him.
He just told me, because I said no at first, that it was the left side, which is where traffic would be. When you came and approached me, you said it would be on the other side.
And this is where they need to do something about this guy. Because if he stood in open court and said that, okay, we understand it's not true, but you're trying to make her say it. That's what lawyers do. He's allowed that to some degree, right? But walking up to her and whispering it to her, and then she says it, that should be clear and uncut as thrown out. But either way, as a jury, you see that, I'm pretty sure there's some of the jury that see what I see with her whole testimony and everything. And then to see that she's so easily, if he changes, she changes, blah, blah, blah. He can get her to change. So when he's talking about, you talk to reporters, you watch the news, blah, blah, blah. Hey, she giving testimony based upon what?
There would be no cars on the right side.
Okay. And you were on the left side, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you could see the truck, but you could not see the Jeep. The Jeep would be in front of you, correct?
Whoa. These commercials are annoying.
Yes.
Okay. And you said that you could see her jump into the window.
This is another part.
Said, but then you said,
This
no,
is another part.
Outside the door, correct?
I said both.
Yes. So she jumped in that little small window right there.
Yes.
Okay. So while she's in the window,
Yes.
you can't see anything beyond the window, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You can't see any hands. You can't see what's going on because, from your testimony, she's in the window.
Yes.
Okay. So how could you see her hitting him? Or how could you see a gun him being held at gunpoint if she's in the window?
Because when she got out of her vehicle, she had him at gunpoint. She pulled out her
See,
gun.
I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all giving her too much credit. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's look at this thing for what it is. Y'all giving her too much credit. You're saying, oh, she's calm and poised. No, she's doing a lot. She feels like now this is a competition because she thought she had him. But he knew he was going to get hurt. The whole time she was testifying, he was studying her, taking notes, and he knew what approaches to take with her. And he conquered her already. I mean, he could stop, honestly, but he's going to discredit as many things as he can. And she's not happy because he's tricked her. But does she realize how many times he's tricked her? I don't think she does. I think she only thinks it was that one time when he told her it was on the right side. And she said, yep, you're right. It was on the right. My bad. Right side. Okay, right side. And he like, how can it be on the right side? And the jump in the median thing, I mean, we can go on and on with the things that he's already discredited her with. But you can see in her face that this is a competition for her now. And I'm not saying that it wasn't to start with, because honestly, that's what I see with her. Which is weird, but hey. Do you see the looks on her face? And you see when she looked at that picture, she studied it. She's trying to think to herself to give the right answer. Not the answer that is her recollection of what happened. I mean, you've already testified to this. She's trying to think of whether she should change it or keep it the same. That's weird. That's weird.
Yes.
Look at the face she makes. Look.
I said both.
So she jumped in that little small window right there.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't get. You know what? This is simple. She jumped in the window. If she see this woman thinks in my opinion, like she want to be smarter than him. And well, he's a lawyer, so I mean, he's got one up on you there. That's what he do. All right, you just dropping in to be a witness, probably for the first time. Don't give yourself too much credit. Just don't. The dude keeps saying she jumped in the window, and you keep just saying yes, like you can't even understand why someone would take it literally, or you may need to help them understand that you mean what by he jumped in the window. Because we know she didn't jump in the window. We know Hanna-Barbera, the barbarian, shoot y'all. We know that woman didn't get in that man's window. She didn't jump anything, and she didn't jump into his window. Like jumped into the window, like Ricky Bobby jumped into the window. and landed inside of his car with her whole body. She don't even realize that that's what he's making it clear that she is saying without saying, oh, it's a term of speech to say that she's, I don't know how she wants to explain it. What is she trying to describe? She quickly started inserting her arms into the window. She quickly, she passed the threshold of his inside of his car and the outside of his car by way of the window being open. You got to break down what you're saying, because other than that, he's making it clear that you're saying that this big ass woman came out and turned into a fucking superhero and jumped and magically, deliciously jumped into his window. It doesn't matter that it's absurd. It is absurd. And he's trying to make it clear that she's being absurd and she's just saying stuff for whatever reason. And she's just letting that happen. She's letting it happen.
In the window.
Yes.
You can't see anything beyond the window, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You can't see any hands. You can't see what's going on because, from your testimony, she's in the window.
Yes.
Okay. So, how did you see her hitting him? Or how did you see a gun being
Watch her face. Watch her
if
face.
she's in the window?
Face.
Because when she got out of her vehicle, she had him at gunpoint. She pulled out her gun. Yes, she got out of her vehicle and she held him at gunpoint. He hit her vehicle. They started to fight. I moved up.
Why does she keep saying he hit her vehicle when she said at the beginning he did not hit her vehicle? This is...
So when you moved up, did you move up to where the Jeep was or past the Jeep?
I moved past the both of them.
Okay.
Look at him. He happy. He happy. This was easy.
It's fair. Yes.
Okay. So you're saying that she came out, she's holding him at gunpoint, she decides to jump into the vehicle. Why would she jump in the vehicle? Is it because you said he rammed her car? She just said it, or I'm just clarifying.
See?
Okay, I believe he asked why would she do that. Correct.
At no point. Why would she do what? I mean, you mean, are we serious right now, people? Are we serious right now? I see y'all in the comments say, oh, we all know what that means by jumping the window. This is court, people. Do you not know this is court? This is not a conversation you're having amongst your friends. This is court. We sitting over here talking about this woman jumped in this man's window. And they think that that's going to be okay. It's not. The jury is not instructed to assume what you really mean by something you're saying. Do y'all not know that?
Okay, so I sustain the objection. You can refuse.
From the position you were at, watching what was going on, your testimony here today is that she was holding him at gunpoint and then jumped into the window.
This
correct?
dude is not playing.
I'm just trying to clarify so I can go for
He is not playing with her.
True, that was said earlier, and that's all there was I was to clarify.
So I'll overrule the objection and just allow the clarification.
It sounds like a cartoon fantasy at this point. She held him at gunpoint and then jumped into the window. Like this is Batman and Robin. Okay? Okay.
She held him at gunpoint and he hit her car and they started to fight.
He hit her car.
All right. And you said...
Look at Hannah. She like, ooh, attorney. Hey. Hey, attorney man.
Or how was it fighting? How could you see them fighting?
I saw her hit him. I began to move up. I looked back. She was more in his window. I didn't see what they had going on at that point. It's obviously that
That's
they're
it.
fighting.
That's it.
And,
That's it.
And I pulled in front of
Nothing
them
to see here, guys.
so that I could call the cops.
Okay, so
Nothing to see here.
you said before She jumped
Forget
in
all
the-
that. That she died. I want to go back to how Hannah looked at her attorney. Where did that happen at? Because I could just see him swinging. Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana.
From your testimony. They were fighting, correct?
Oh.
I'm sorry. You saw her hit him, correct?
Yes.
Which hand did she hit him with?
I don't remember.
Which hand was the gun in?
Uh-oh. Why are you looking at the pictures?
I believe it was her. I don't remember.
Thank you. Okay,
Good
now,
answer.
did you say anything in your initial report to the police about her jumping in the window?
My car insurance. Good thing the general.
Man, come on, y'all. I just, yeah. Try again. Get you another witness that, you got faith in. The only other person I've seen was the guy who told somebody to go get a picture of his license plate. I did watch that interview. That interview wasn't good either. I mean, that testimony, it was a lot better than this one, but it wasn't helpful for prosecution, in my opinion, as much as it could have been. But this right here, this is wild. Y'all really think you got something with this lady's testimony? No, I disagree. Your boy here, y'all, look, I don't like him. I think he's a jerk, and I don't think he's good, but this is just too easy for him. And it's a high-profile case. It's too easy for him. This is his courtroom, okay? All day long.